but I never switch. They saying you switch 'cause you won't get it. You know they came from the bottom and now we is lit. You was lit, I gotta get it, I gotta get it. You hating 'cause I told no risk. Why bet you wanna be famous, huh? They act like they made us, huh? You know I'm icy in Vegas, huh? This for the that hate us, huh? I make a lot of new money, huh? When the not savers, huh? You be liking my flavor, huh? I think it's cause.
Just off Lakeshore Drive, nestled next to Lake Michigan, that's where you find historic Soldier Field in the great city of Chicago, Illinois. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Minnesota Vikings and the Chicago Bears. Both of these teams about to reach the halfway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line.
Let's go. 30 base. Check 55 for Mike. We ain't giving up nothing. Let's go. Hey, Steve 6. Steve 6. 55, Mike 55. Hey, eat.
On first down, Nolan. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. He's got a man complete. The 30. And all the way down to the 29. A huge play there right off the bat. 55 yards. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he'll be brought down at about the 25 after a pickup of 4.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
He'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a 3rd down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
That's going to set him back 5 yards. After the false start, sets up a 3rd and 9.
Check Mike 39. Check Mike 39. Watch QB drop. Watch QB drop. Hey, check Mike. Go.
Operating from the gun. Nolan, the throw complete to Beebe. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 13-yard line. Well, they're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this. And, hey, how you guys going to come out of the gate? I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want it.
I didn't offer mine.
You were the smart one. Whatever they're doing, though, it's working really well.
10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
At the 3-yard line.
So not quite a 1st and goal just yet as they come up now 2nd and inches. And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. He can run for it, and he will. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. The keeper nets him only a yard, and that's going to bring up 4th. Now the Vikings will send out the special teams crew here for a field goal try. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And his kick is indeed good. Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 24. Now the former 4th-round pick, it's Kalen Ballage. Tackle made by Eric Kendricks.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From the 27, Trubisky. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 14 yards into Chicago, 1st down.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
Mike's 5-4, Mike's 5-4, Mike's 5-4. Wild Bill, Wild Bill. Hey, watch that, watch that.
Looking to throw, Trubisky on 1st down. Finding Hardman here over the middle. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 18 yards on that one, and Chicago has the first.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. From the shotgun is Trubisky. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tuck roll that they can fall back on anymore.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Right there, 54, right there, 54 Mike. Oh, you got deep? Watch safety creep. Watch safety's creeping.
Again, it's Trubisky. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Mike Hughes. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll begin the drive with Hunt. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Not much happening there on 1st down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
At the 35-yard line.
Ready. 90 Wolf. Go on, D. 58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Nolan, and he's got the hook up here. It's Kyle Rudolph. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And they're going to try the screen. It's complete. That'll back them up 2 yards and also bring up 4th. Well, you can see what they wanted to do. They wanted to set up the screen there, but it got blown up.
It's hard to run that play if you're not getting a lot of pressure at the quarterback because the space doesn't open up. They were able to read that one and slow it down and stop it before they could get a 1st down.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. He had his sights on the end zone, no doubt, but is brought down after a huge return there. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. They'll run here with Balazs. And some room to maneuver. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Kalen Balazs, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bears have taken the lead. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. After 7-3 the score on EA Sports. The Vikings on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
Hey, shoot. Check Mike 39. Check Mike. Hey, check Mike 39. Check Mike. Ready?
From the gun, Nolan. And he's got his man on the out route. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup.
Let's go now.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
You draw Porter. Check Nick. Hey, Nick up. Now.
Operating from the gun, Nolan. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. To throw again, Nolan. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 45-yard line. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On 1st down, they'll run with Hunt. The all-pro in 2 positions. Khalil Mack there to make the stop.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Man, I got you. Man, I got you. Check safety, check safety.
They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. From the gun, Nolan. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Khalil Mack make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, with the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
A few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
It's now 3rd and 4.
An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down. Here's Trubisky. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a 1st down.
3rd and 4 is always a tough call. Maybe a little too long to run for it, but not too long to hit him on the quick slant. And that was well executed. Found the window and zipped it right in there.
Play action. It's Trubisky taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And he fires one that's intercepted. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. Mecole Hardman, the intended target. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Looking to throw. Nolan going deep for Diggs. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. The Vikings on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6.
61, Matchbox Lights. Bravo.
58, boy, 58, 58, Mike. You remember me? You remember me? Let's go.
Back to throw. Nolan airing it out deep for Smith. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Here's Matt Darr now as he's on to punt for Minnesota. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They'll start on the ground with Balaj, and he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
He was brought down at the 26.
2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
2nd and 10 now. It's Trubisky. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Mike Hughes. Mecole Hardman, the intended target. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. On the run, this is Hunt. 9 good yards there on the run, and now 3rd down. On 3rd down, here's Hunt. And he gets it to the 34, good enough for the first. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Cook. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. A 4-receiver set here. 3 to the left, 1 to the right, 2nd and 6. Looking to throw. Nolan lets it fly. And this is caught inside the 5. A very solid gain of 27. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal.
Ready, 18, Gator. I got it. 80 weapons.
They'll try to run with Hunt. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. It's a quarterback sneak. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. It's their quarterback as the first half is winding down. And the Vikings are going to retake the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 10-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Harrison Smith. Mecole Hardman, the intended target. No move for the field goal unit. They're going to go here with 5 seconds left. A final shot before break. Nolan toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
It's now 2nd and 10.
So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. A 33-yarder from the left hash. And his kick here is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we are at halftime here on Halloween. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Mike, 55. Check, 55. Mike. Squeeze the right.
On 2nd and 11 now. Trubisky. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now it's Trubisky. Open man is Trey Burton. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. They run it with Balaj. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Sit up! 180! Lock in, lock in.
Off the play fake, here's Trubisky. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Say hello to Eric Kendricks. He gets the sack there.
But nothing takes a start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Now Trubisky on 3rd and long. And that will be incomplete. It appears they're going to come up empty on this first drive of the second half, still down by that slim margin.
Yeah, and that's okay. You know, when you sit and analyze it, they're not happy about what happened, having to go to the bench. But this gives them a chance to let their defense do some work while they on the sidelines go over what they're doing offensively and formulate a proper plan.
Here we go on 4th down with Trubisky. Eluding the pressure right. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A good pickup, 17 yards and a bare first down.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Eric Kendricks in on the tackle.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
40-49.
Watch my forward. Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant.
2nd and 5 now. Trubisky. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. The 305-pound Ndamukong Suh fighting the path to the QB there. And he was plus 5 seconds there with a football. Is there a time that a quarterback has to get rid of it?
Somewhere generally around 3 seconds. So just like we're playing in our turkey bowl right in our backyards, 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi, that ball better be gone because anything past that, that's usually...
And it is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Mecole Hardman. His 9th touchdown of the season. And now they can recapture the lead if they can make the PAT.
Sometimes when I see these types of plays executed, I think of basketball. Guys boxing other guys off to go out and get a rebound.
And he got the rebound right there. But the defense was really placed well.
Yeah, they were right there. I mean, that's where it's really tough for a defender. When you're in the right spot, you're draped on the guy catching the ball, yet he still comes down with it.
Let's go, boy. Bring it up.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
It's a 7-yard pickup. They'll be looking now to 3rd and 6.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
Defending an out route is awfully difficult because the best receivers try and sell an inside move before they break to the out, and you have to respect that as a defensive guy because if you let them, what they say, cross your face or get across you in the middle of the field, usually you're beaten on a route, and that's an easier throw for the quarterback. So you ordinarily take a step over to make sure you seal that off. In this case, he was able to not only do that, but react back to the sideline and bat the ball down.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And they still need 6 yards here on 3rd down after the penalty.
Hey, here we go. Watch the play.
From the gun, it's Trubisky. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete. There to knock that one away defensively, Eric Kendricks. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
To begin the drive, here's a handoff to Hunt. And he will double the space they have to work with as they take it from the 2 to the 4. They run again with Hunt. And that won't buy him much room. Just a 1-yard gain to the 5.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun. Nolan, open man is Thielen. It's complete. And he'll go out of bounds after getting this across the 15. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking first down. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Throwing on first down. Nolan. And Rudolph has it, the tight end. And from the 15, they're able to work this up to the 20 for a pickup of a handful. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They tackle them almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back. Those are
in trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Khalil Mack in there to get him. And on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Here's Matt Darr now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Fielded at the 33. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. 12 yards on the return that time. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The Bears on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. From midfield now, here's Trubisky. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Trubisky will throw. And that is incomplete. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And this defense will take over right at midfield. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. They'll run it here with Hunt. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Tackle was made by Joel Iyiegbuniwe. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt. And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41. And he's going to take this down close to a 1st down at about the Bears' 41.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
They'll try to run for the 1st down with Hunt. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now Cook. And he'll slice his way down to the 30 with a pickup of 7.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
They run it again with Cook. Oh, no, he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Bears. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. Didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down. 3 yards in the wrong direction. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This for the lead in the final stages. And this one is right down Broadway. And with that, they will move ahead by 2 here in the 4th. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Balaj. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. 2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the 4th quarter. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They face a critical 3rd down now, needing a score here in the late going. Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the 2nd quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
The offense is going to stay out there. They've converted twice, failed once so far on 4th down. Let's see what's in store here. They'll look to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. They'll run on 1st down. It's Hunt, and I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 14.
Let's go. 10-2 stop. Protein spill.
Back to the ground, this time Cook. Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. And he's taken down inside the 30. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Hunt. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Now whistles and a timeout. Looks like we've got a Viking slow to get up. We'll check on his status when we get back. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
Let's go. Sponge. Blue draw Corkers.
He's coming. Double up.
Hey, lock it.
He's coming. Double up.
Hey. High 7.
He did.
Pilot, 64. Weak.
A toss to Cook. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game.
Set, ready? 60 outlaw. Hey, Charlie.
I'm coming after you. Check the backer. Hey, 58 is the mic. Go 58 is the mic. Let's go, baby.
Hey, Delta.
Let's get that ball. 58 is the mic.
To throw on 3rd down. Nolan. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 17. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Trubisky to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Xavier Rhodes with a pick, and he'll take this down inside the 15-yard line. Mecole Hardman, the intended target. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the Bears' 15-yard line.
Ready. 18 Gator. Shoot.
Victory formation time for the Vikings as they'll take a knee here.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right, just us against the world, and get it done, how happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something, and they did in this one. So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota.